Alright guys, Bill, I'm here back with more. Twin me. Oh my god, what the fuck happened there? Twin Mirror. Continuing on here. So it looks like we
Sam,
just got the
you gonna
official
take us up
trailer
into
and
your
premiere date for the Challenge All Stars and all the cast photos and all that stuff too.
yeah, the one that makes you
So
when you're
that's
always
cool.
so you. It's all right, of
Again,
course.
it's
I
sooner
won't
than I
tell
would
anyone.
like. It's
I
gonna be
think
April
I might
1st,
actually have
which is
something
not
sneaky
ideal.
good. It's where your intestine starts to
But
dissolve,
what again? What are you
and your
gonna
half-digested food
do?
starts to leak out into your blood.
I am interested in seeing how long the
I'm trying
season
to
is
find
gonna
something
be,
for it,
though.
and if it doesn't help, it can't
Like, that's
hurt.
what I'm trying to look. 9 episode.
Instead,
Okay,
someone
there we
took
go.
over this old
9 episode
drugstore. Can you
season.
imagine?
Is it gonna be one a week?
This
If it
town
isn't,
without a
that's
pharmacy
not
would
the
be like,
worst thing
well,
in the
me
world.
with a hole in my gut.
Though I'm definitely still gonna need to
I'll just check the internet when I get home.
reassess
It'll tell me what to get.
the schedule.
It was nice talking to you, Tara.
Oh, yes. Always.
Okay. So let's see. So 9 weeks. That means it's probably gonna end of May. Actually, maybe that's not the greatest, to be honest, because that does. But to be fair, it's also something that like I'm not gonna rush out either. Like it's not like something I'm like have that big of a priority. On doing. What the fuck am I doing right now?
Hey, Kathy.
Was she?
Sam. What can I do you for?
Oh, she works here.
Dennis hasn't come in today, has he?
Dennis? I haven't seen him since last night. Why? You looking for trouble?
Last night we got into a fight. Like a fist fight.
Really? I'm sorry, I missed that. You could both use the thumping.
So 9
I'll have to really
episode.
go check on Joan.
I'm assuming it's gonna
Did
be
you
weekly.
have to say that fantasy about her father being murdered was real?
That's not what I
I just want her to be a little girl, not a little Sam Higgs, sneaking around and getting into trouble. And now all she can talk about is how you're gonna prove that she's right. Sorry. I know it's not your fault, but I just don't... I don't know what to do with her. She's my daughter, and I feel like I'm losing her. I gotta go. If the boss sees me jawing instead of working, I'll get an earful.
Actually, I didn't even notice that a lot of the people that are back haven't won.
No one in here was much help.
You got Alton, Darrell, Derek, Katie, Kendall, Mark, Nehemiah, which is that even a win? Cyrus. I forgot Cyrus had won. But again, obviously these are like team challenges, so it's like it's hard to really assess it. And I forgot Yes won.
Hiking is an activity best done
Which, I mean,
alone
spoiler,
on
who
a
wins this
Sunday
season?
afternoon.
But definitely not something I was but yeah, like I mean, like I forgot Ruthie hasn't won. Yeah. They spelled Jimmy's name wrong here. See, it's only gonna be a 9 episode season, which isn't surprising. I mean, to be fair, I mean, that's pretty much the length of those older Soul seasons anyway. But, yeah, I'm still not decided on how I'm gonna watch it, if I'm actually gonna do it legally or not. Like, I'm not opposed to doing it. Like, I'm not opposed to paying the, was it like $7 or $5, I don't fucking know how much it is, to get Paramount Plus. But it's also like, I don't know if I really care enough. Fuck, this thing for a load. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to play around the schedule. I think after this episode, that's probably what I'll do. Actually, I need to update this channel too, don't I? Because now that Yakuza's done. Wait, what am I doing? Inquire about Daniel still. Are there more people around here? Over there. Yeah, I mean, if you can't tell, I'm not loving this game. I mean, it's pretty much
I
what I
came here every
expected it
morning
to
before
be.
work to share a coffee with Anna.
Cool. But,
Hey, don't remember seeing you in town before. Passing by?
I was born in Basswood. I was raised in Basswood, though I left for a few years.
Wait, you managed to leave and still came back? You'd never see me again if I left.
Why don't you then?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna take my millions of dollars and make a run for it. I can barely get by, like everyone else here. Too poor to stay, too poor to leave.
what's this? Yeah, we do have a cast photo, so if I really wanted to, I can make a thumbnail. Do we even have a logo? We must have a logo, I'm assuming. So yeah, I'm sure I can make a thumbnail if I really wanted to. Yeah, let's look at this cast photo. I feel like, do I recognize everyone? I got Alton. Alton's shorter than I thought he was. Oh, whatever. Trishelle, Ruthie, Katie, Janae, Darrell, yes. Jemmy. Why does Jemmy look old? Like so old? And again, that's coming from someone that I really like Jemmy. But it's like, it feels like whenever she's like in a picture, she looks like she's so much older than what she looks like one of the oldest women on this cast, despite the fact that she's, I believe, the youngest, right? Either her or Janae are the youngest, so yeah, but anyway. Then we got, I'm pretty sure that's Laterian or whatever his name is. Who's the generic looking white guy? Who is that? Like, I can't remember who that is. We got Cyrus, Anissa, yes. Who's that? Or Kellyanne. Oh, is that Arissa? Because I wouldn't know who Arissa is. Okay, yeah. Kendall. Actually, no, I got Kendall and whatever. Who fucking cares? I got Kendall and Trishelle mixed up, but whatever. You get the point. Big Easy, Tech, Derek, Nehemiah, Beth, Mark Long, Gisela. So who's the one guy? Like, really, I know everybody, but the one, like, just based on looking at the picture. But the one guy I really don't remember anymore. Oh no, who's the one generic-looking guy in the back? It's gonna be funny because I'm sure it's gonna turn out to be like a decently big name. Who the fuck is that? Who is the one? Who is that guy? Why can't I remember who that is?
Oh, Sam, is that you? Dear, please, could you help an old doddering woman?
Okay, it looks like it's also been, yeah. So it looks like it is going to be weekly. 9 episodes weekly. So I can plot this out. When is April 1st to begin with? Is that a Thursday? Is that Tuesday or Thursday? Or...
Do I really have a choice? Or are you just gonna guilt me with the social contract till I agree?
The second one. You always were a character.
Oh, I can't remember that. Okay, let's just actually look at the cast. That's why I can't remember.
Thank you so much. You're always such a dear.
Say, Christina, have you...
Oh, Sam, it's been years. It really
This
is
page
so
is taking
nice to
forever to
see you
load.
again.
Kellyanne.
likewise,
I
but...
wanted to come to
Which
the
I still
funeral
think Kellyanne
yesterday.
is probably
Just thinking about it.
my biggest crush
Now, I
on
know
the
you want to
challenge.
interrupt her because I want to
Now she
interrupt
seems
her.
like
So eyes on
a
me, buddy.
very
Happy thoughts,
questionable
deep
human
breaths.
being, but still, I do
Speaking
find
of-
her really
Poor
attractive.
Joan, losing her father at such a young age. Oh, what a tragedy. I was trying to find one of those games she likes so much to cheer her up. Poor child only has Kathy now, and, well, far from me to criticize or anything.
Oh, Ace! Ace! I forgot Ace was even a fucking person. That's who it is, the Ace.
You know what I mean? Hopefully this tragedy will be a wake-up call for her to be more present. She should take a few weeks off to be with Joan. I know you would never refuse. Don't you agree?
Yeah, of
Why
course.
not?
I'm sure if poor Kathy would only ask him for the time. Ah, but look at me. I talk and talk and talk, but you had something to say, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, like, I'll be covering Challenge All Stars.
Dennis, no,
It's not gonna be like,
actually.
it's gonna be
Usually
kind of like how I
starts every
covered the
Sunday.
Celebrity Circle, which,
Like
to
how
be
you
honest, I
used
did
to
end up
come
making a
over for
priority
paper
by
with
rushing
Anna
out the
every
video,
Friday.
but
You always seemed so
I'm not gonna
happy.
treat it too
But
seriously.
you,
Like, I'll do
Sam,
one video at the
how's it
end.
been
Like, if I
doing?
had gotten into the challenge earlier, I would have definitely done a cast reaction sort of video.
I don't have
Oh, no,
time
no,
for a lot of
wrong.
small talk.
Damn it.
All right. You look well, at least.
I pushed the wrong
I've
one.
been better. Hungover this morning.
For
Well, what's good for
whatever.
that? Coffee.
I know, Christina. Not right now. I gotta go.
Cost. Right, so the
You seem really gross.
Oh, I'm sorry, hon. Just balancing the books. I'm trying to.
I forgot about the RTP Circle podcast is right now.
Take it on the day for $50 with low easy payment. Sofas from $198.
How you doing, Kuya? Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Celebrity Circle coverage.
Should I listen to it now?
And I am
Almost
here
2.5
today.
years.
Puya,
Anna
how you
kept
doing?
Which, the fact that only 23 people are watching this.
What a next couple of weeks.
Oh, no, it's actually
more
recent.
Circle. It just
But anyway,
keeps
like, I'm
giving
not
and
expecting
I'm
my
gonna
Circle video to end up
it's a great
performing that
time
well,
for
but
a fan
we'll
of
see.
the Circle.
Have
Yes.
one eye on the
Yes,
customer.
we are going to be
one
talking
eye on
about
the
the
books.
finale, the last two
I really
episodes
want to keep an eye
of
on
the
the
Celebrity
books,
Circle
mind you.
UK here.
Anyway, the
And
past
what
is
a fun show this
I
was.
just
Yeah,
accepted a
how
big
this was.
business opportunity.
I really enjoyed this little
Tidying up my books in time
six-episode
extra
show.
important.
Yeah,
even
I
if it
mean,
kills
I
me.
feel, you know, it was a week. It felt like there was a lot going on. At no point was there any boring segments. There was no slowdown.
I think there
All the way to
was.
the ending, I think I was, you know,
Good
edge of my
man.
seat. I
That's
had a lot of fun with this. And,
Met Hugh
you know,
Kirkland
usually
already?
with a celebrity
The new
season of
pharmacist.
any show, I kind of
He's
take it with a
helping
grain
me
of
with a
salt
few
because I'm like,
improvements.
these people don't need to
Angel
do
is-
this. Like, they're
Can you
better
believe
off,
it?
like, living their
I
lives.
actually
They're
can't.
here for, like, the publicity.
What did he ask for
I
in return?
genuinely did not feel that way with the Circle
I can't
whatsoever.
believe you're so
This was
cynical
awesome.
at your age.
Yeah,
People
Ethan
in
in the
small
chat says,
towns
I
do
wish it
help
was
each
longer.
other.
And
Every
to
now
some
and then.
degree, I agree.
That's not
But at the
just
same
something that
time,
happens
when
you
there's
put
another part of me that was like, you know what, that was just a nice little size. Like, came in, got out before I got tired of it. I
I'll
don't know.
talk to you later.
I kind
Good
of
luck
liked
with
it.
your
I really
books.
don't care about
I
anything
think that
going
if
on
it was
here.
any longer, then they might have been running on fumes a little bit. I think given the fact that it was shorter like this, it was a quick
Hey, man.
burst. They got to do
I
everything
knew
they wanted to
everyone,
do.
but I don't know you.
I do think if
Used
you
to be a
talk to
regular
Rachel,
a few
like
years
the
ago.
two of them, Pete and Sam, like they might have not ended
You're
up
one of
being
those who
okay
skip
after if it
town
was
when the
even a
mine
week
closed
longer.
down.
So I think ultimately they
You could
found
say
a
that,
sweet spot.
yes.
But as far as
Town ain't changed
broadcasted
much since
episodes
then.
go, I did miss it. I will be missing it, and I feel like I was just getting to know these celebrities. So
Yeah, I
excited to go.
definitely would
So
feel
quiet,
differently
there's no rush
if,
hour, I
like,
guess.
I don't feel like I'm done with the circle, and so the fact that season 3 proper is starting today, just a couple hours after we record this, is definitely, I think, why I feel like it was a nice little bite-sized appetizer for like the full course meal. If we had just gotten like a 6-day season and then it was like, see you next time, I would have been like, why?
Yeah, and I'm very happy they did the rollout in the order they did, and they went celebrity first, then civilian, because I think if it was all the way around, I would have been a little bit more upset probably, just because, you know, there wouldn't be that, like, that excitement would just finish, it would just peter out. So I do think having 3 weeks of civilian circle right after, that's the longer format, that's the more familiar format anyways, so it was great. Because I'm telling you, like, just watching this last week got me pumped for that. I've actually been seeing clips of season 1 and 2 back on my timeline. Those reveals were great, so I've been loving seeing that nostalgia. It's again, like, I've been very happy with this, and based on the way they phrased the winner of the first season of the Celebrity Circle, I think this isn't the last time we're going to see this happen.
Yes.
Yeah, I think this will be a yearly thing.
Yes, I'm excited. I feel like if you haven't seen the cast video yet for season 3, check it or don't. Since this episode will start soon. You'll find out very soon anyway. But I'm excited. The cast looks fun, and I think we're gonna be in for a good time over the next few weeks with season 3. But let's
No luck
talk
so far,
about
but I
what
should
we
keep
saw
digging around.
in the
Someone must have
celebrity
seen
circle.
Dennis.
As last time we saw that the GC, Gemma Collins, had been blocked from the circle, and by near unanimous votes, and Gemma was having to choose who are they going to go and visit on their way out, and we are going to see that ultimately they are going to choose Big Nasty to go and visit, who of course is actually Lady Leisure. Is that how they're pronouncing it?
That's the way they pronounce it, yeah.
Okay. And she's going to be hiding behind a photo of Big Nasty.
I did love that scene of her, because like, she was boxed out well, so when you came in, you might not have seen her. But this was a great exchange. I felt like they picked the right person. It was great to watch them exchange information and hear more of what Lady Leisure's picks are, and who's a catfish, who's not a catfish. Spoiler alert, she was 0 for 0. She was wrong on all the ones she's predicted here. Said she thought Peter's real, Saffron's a catfish, Denise is a catfish. Yeah, so that was, I loved seeing this, especially, I loved seeing this. It was great.
Every guess that she could get wrong, she got wrong.
You haven't seen Dennis
and
today,
so,
have you?
there's a little bit of an interaction here. Of course, Big being the only one that stood up for Gemma. They were like, well, we'll be rooting for you. And we see here, and this is, I think, this was like very key for Big Nasty, that she is going to go, you know what?
So,
I was wrong.
how have you been holding up?
Guys, I am so sorry. I was wrong here. And you thought, based on the last, the last recap we did when we stopped down at episode 4, it was like, there's no way that Big will have any chance to win this game at this point, because Big is going to be the person that everyone goes down on. But I think this interaction changes everything. Big Nasty comes out.
I don't care.
I'm so sorry. I feel like a total idiot. I got this so wrong. And Will.i.am
I'll do my
comes
best.
in.
Joe
Best
has no idea
defense
where
is a
Dennis
good
went.
offense.
Someone must have
Goes
seen
in
him
on
after the
Big
fight.
Nasty. Like, yeah, you got that one wrong. Why'd you tell me to go the other way? And trying to kick someone while they're down, it's not a good idea.
No, and I think that last week, when we talked about this on Saturday, I definitely felt like, I had Big Brother on the mind. We've been watching that show, and I was like, okay, definitely the move now is to go after the weak one, go after the one that just exposed themselves. But in this scene scene, I was reminded, you know, the circle, everyone's playing the social game, so everyone's going to, if you apologize, everyone's just going to embrace you because they want your good ratings. They're like, hey,
What
this
the fuck?
person's on the outs,
Now, I
let
can't
them
just
give
have
me,
you
let them
hanging
give me
around
their
here
one
all day
first
like
place
dogs.
rating. So
It's a free
everyone else
country.
forgave. Even
Hey,
Saffron was like,
don't
listen,
give
I
me
don't
that.
trust it, but I
People
will
have been
take it. I will
complaining,
take
so
this
don't let me see
apology.
you here
That works
again.
for me.
Fascist.
Will I Am,
What you
though, is
just-
on the other side of the coin where Will I Am just was,
just doing
you know,
my
being
job. It's
wishy-washy the
nothing
whole
personal.
time. So they're like, let's make
Looks
a
like you're not
stance.
the
And the
only one
right
who
stance
started
is to
off
make
on
the
the
stance that
wrong
everyone
foot
else is
today.
probably going to make.
Sorry you had
Let's
to see
trash
that.
on Big Nasty,
Some
which
people you just can't
I
reason
think
with.
comes to show,
Speaking of,
not a good move for them,
you're
given that
still in
everyone else
town.
is being nice about it.
Yeah. These two felt to me like they were just having fun trolling
You haven't
in
seen
the,
Dennis
in the
today,
game,
have you?
like the whole time
Why are you
between
looking
the
for?
the like cycling
I wanted to
through
apologize
their
for
votes
last
in the
night.
previous episode to this one where they're just like,
I just stay out of his way.
go in on him, I guess.
I heard
Like,
you messed up Dennis pretty good
not
last
not
night.
a lot of like
I'm not
intention
judging.
going on here.
His head's full of smoke.
Yeah, I don't think
Takes a
with,
while
with
to
the two of them,
clear
with
it
Ricky and Melvin, I do not think they were necessarily there to win. I think they were there for the charity aspect of it. They were there for that mostly. So that let's have the most fun we can have. And they're buddies, so like they get along well. It was just hanging out with your
That
friend
person you
and,
were
you know,
talking
cracking
to?
wines. So I think
Who's that?
ultimately they
A
just
lost
made the
soul.
most of whatever time
They
they had
would
in
see
there.
isn't a crime, but
Well,
loitering and
this
trespassing
couldn't have
are.
been better timed
I tried to
because
understand
right
politely.
as Big
It's hard
Nasty
when no
and
one is
Will I Am
polite.
are
People
engaged
call
in
you
a
pig or
battle,
fascist just for doing
a
your
battle
job.
of words. They
You
are
don't
now
do
going
things like
to
you face
be
the whole
engaged
town.
in a battle
And
of
I'm the
raps.
asshole?
As
Get
they
under your
are
skin.
both going to be in a
Where's-
rap battle,
where's you at day
and
after
they
day?
have to come up with a rap,
Grinds
come up
you
with
down. It
some
makes you
kind
feel
of
like you've been lifting
lines
logs all
to
day.
talk about any random sort of
Sorry about
picture
that.
that they're
Went
shown.
off for a spell.
Oh, it looks like
Just
the
remember,
last
this town
episode
don't always
uploaded.
respect the things
Or that
you
was
do.
2 episodes ago.
You know, it could like
I don't want to keep you out, sir. I
Oh shit, of course I got an ad.
Keep your nose clean.
as they are both going to be in a rap battle, and they have, and this was great, especially because it's two celebrities battling in a rap battle, who are pretending to both be rappers, one of which is actually a rapper, the others not rappers, but they're
why
both
she just
pretending to be
randomly-
different rappers, and they're
Hey, Millie.
doing a rap battle
Waiting
to a
for my
crowd
mom
of
to get up and
non-rappers
shut
and
the phone,
musicians.
I got a new journal
And
after I left the old one somewhere.
the judges are only seeing the text, and not the actual performance.
Like, and I
You
think
almost
that
there
was
last
my
night?
biggest thing with
Yeah.
this, because
I bike
let's just
everywhere.
put this out there.
Nothing
This was
scary bad
probably the
happens in
best
Basswood.
on reality
At least
TV
not
rap
normally.
segment I've seen in a
Um,
while.
Any word on my
Yes,
dad?
shots
Did you
fired
really
at
look into
BB
it?
Camp. However, I think, Taryn, the whole, like, it's just text. They don't have a background beat to, like, read the text out to.
I haven't found
It's
anything
hard,
yet.
because unless you
I don't
can get
think.
the spacings
Let
right,
me
it's
know
very
if you
hard
find
for them to
anything.
see where does this line end, where does this begin,
I feel like I
especially
missed something.
if you were going down the big nasty route of not
this town,
necessarily rhyming
you know?
everything.
Yeah.
You were going to be in
This
trouble
place
with a non-rap
feels like I'm
community here.
suffocating. I
So it was a
can't
bit of a
breathe,
struggle to
I
get through. It
can't
was a
think,
fun
I
bout, though,
can't
for
stand
sure.
my mom.
Yes,
I don't
and
like
just
school,
like listening to
except for
the
science.
other players
just-
reading out the raps,
When I imagine myself in the
in
future,
like completely different
just
cadences and like rhythms
I
and
don't see
like
this place
like
or these
clearly
people.
not getting what was intended.
somewhere
It was
else.
very funny.
Anywhere else.
And the idea that these
I
two
know
like
it's stupid,
television
just-
radio presenters who have never rapped before in their lives are pretending to be Will I Am.
stupid.
And
If
the
you
other
want, you can
players
go
are like,
anywhere in the world.
"Yeah, sounds like Will
Have
I Am
adventures,
actually."
fighting
And
bugs.
then
That's what I've been
Lady
told
Leisure,
anyway.
who's like a real
Gross.
rapper, just trying to spit some
Okay.
bars, is
Thanks for
getting
listening.
trashed because she didn't rhyme her lyrics.
I got grown up
And
stuff.
that's the thing, is I think a lot of people
If I kids
recognize
stuff, I gotta
rap
feel bad.
as a bit of, you know, you gotta have the rhyme there. It's not necessarily needed, but that also depends a lot on what the beat is and how that plays off the beat, because if the beat lets you get away with it, you're fine. So that was a bit of a struggle. I do think Will.i.am's decision
So now we
to
can
kind of
tell.
go the diss track route and throw shots at Big Nasty also helped.
Yeah.
I think that was a good way to go about it as well for them, as far as strategy goes.
Yeah, it was very funny.
Are we supposed to go to the cafe?
To be clear, I mean, I'm pretty sure most people feel the same. We're so much better at this. But I knew immediately when I had rhymed their first one, I was like, oh, they're going to win this one. Just because it rhymed and it's coming through via text. But then I was like, but now she knows. Now she knows that she just needs to, like, dumb it down for the audience. And then she won the second one. I was like, okay, there you go. And I actually thought her third one was the best one she did, but it was all in the performance of it. And it just unfortunately doesn't translate via text.
Yeah, and I was trying to think what would have been, like, could there have been a method? Because we've seen in season 2 of The Circle UK where there was a dancing challenge and they got someone a suit that kind of like would animate their movements on the screen without necessarily giving away their body type or anything. But they would have had to modularize their voices, and then maybe, especially with Big Nasty being a grime MC, it's not easy to replicate that, so she might have been caught up there. Because I was trying to figure out if there was a way to get away with changing that up to have that be there. Ultimately, it was all for naught, but it was a close bout. It was a 3-rounder, 2-1. I voted 2-1. The winner was Will I Am, which I think is fine. Ultimately, with these challenges, they're just for fun. But I do agree that Lady Leisha's last one was the strongest of the 6 that they did. So it was a shame to see Big Nasty take an L, but it happened.
Yes, she did screw up though again with the cake off or the bake off. The bake off person, and this is to a point that you brought up before too, where she has these like gender stereotypes, I think, in her head, where she was like, she read in Big Nasty's book that Prue Leaf it was like judging the bakery, I don't know, whatever it is, the pastry, and she was like, oh, that sounds like, that must be the guy there. He looks like the boss. And so it's again, we're just like, don't even put a pronoun in there if you don't know which gender to choose. Like, you could have just put, you know, Prue Leaf. Don't put the, you know, he. Just change it around a little bit. But of course, Prue Leaf turns out to be a woman. Yeah, I think that if you wanted to go out of your way to name drop of like, hey, I know the person in the picture, because I think that would have been brownie points. You could have just rhymed Prue with crew with something else. Like, you would have been fine. You would have been fine to do that. But I think, again, we go back to this conversation of there are moments in your text where you can easily just omit something and get away with it without anyone questioning you any further. So by doing a little bit too much,
that's why I'm looking.
You get caught, and she got caught with the Prue Leaf there, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. You don't have any of the raps written down, do you?
Sam, is there anything I can do?
I wish I did. I did not transcribe them. No. I remember the first one started with a bake-off, stand-off, fake-off. Like, it was all a lot of off-rhyming.
Yeah, the bake-off, cake-off.
Bake-off, cake-off, and then it was face-off. So there was the 3 there. No, I do not have them written down, sadly. I mostly remember Will I Am's one, but that's because they were basic. It was like, you know, where the sun, because we're not cold, stuff like that. Easy pickings. But no, I do not have them, sadly. Why, were you going to read them to us? I would have tried to track them down if I could have. You were going to do a live
we were asked to read them out, and I was like, oh, this should be fun. No, I did not transcribe them either. And I just did a cursory Google search, and nothing came up, unfortunately.
We'll keep an eye for for season 3. If anyone raps, I'll write all the lyrics down for
good.
Everybody. Yeah.
All right. So we then get to our next round of ratings, and this is what Rachel Riley has been working toward for a while now. Is they've accumulated allies. They've got Kim, they've got Saffron, they've got Denise. The women are on board with Rachel Riley, and it's time to make a play.
Yeah, and I think this is kind of, you know, they've had this build up. They're in a good spot. I thought, no doubt in my head, when we parted ways after the last podcast, that Rachel and Denise were gonna end up being on top. I just felt very good about their placement in the game. Felt very good about how everyone else felt about them. So my biggest question going into this rating wasn't necessarily who's the influencer. It was who's gonna be in the bottom, and specifically which people are gonna be in the bottom. I was genuinely surprised on who became like the 7th place and who was 6th. I did not think that will.i.am was gonna be the worst of the worst here. I didn't.
I think again it was they just went in for the kill, trying to kick Big Nasty when he was down, and there's something to be said. It doesn't happen often enough in society, but there's something to be said for.
Look,
I got that one wrong, guys. I'm so sorry.
Can be a
You know,
dangerous place.
and not being like, no, I was right, but so we get the ratings. After the ratings, we get a little scene here just to set up what's gonna happen, where Denise is gonna go on a catfish hunt once again, and she's going to quiz Kim about some cleaning
Declan's
tips.
right down the street.
Which is Denise's fun. Detective Denise is literally, no one has done it as good as she's done it. This was perfect. I mean, it's very obvious what she's doing when she comes into your DMs to ask you this. Like, I think Kim, aka Baga, knew exactly what was happening. It's like, oh, I'm being tested. Let me give out this answer. But I thought Baga answer because I don't.
Alright, I think we're just gonna end here. I think this is probably the spot to end.
Maybe.
So.
Okay, I don't know about
Everyone's
newspaper.
next episode,
I thought that
continue
was
on.
a choice, but then again, I'm not smart
for
like that. I
now,
would have said all-purpose
thank you for
cleaning
watching.
and like a paper towel, and you're fine. And that.